So, now let's get into the news. We've got
news.
2 weeks worth of news, but shockingly not that much.
Well, there's one big one that we both kind of...
First of all, the A-Team movie. Now, I've made no secret of my displeasure that they're making an A-Team movie, because the A-Team is like my favorite show ever from the 80s.
I agree, me too.
But if they're making it, so at least I want it to be good.
Yeah.
So, first of all, we've heard the casting. Bradley Cooper
is in talks.
Is in talks, probably, maybe going to be Face.
And
I think that's great casting. Common, no, I guess Common, they were saying Common was going to be BA, but I'm hearing BA hasn't been casted yet.
I think he's still in early talks.
Oh, okay.
He's good with Joe Carnahan, who's directing and writing it. So.
Okay. And then now we're hearing also in talks to play Hannibal, the lead of the team.
Which we talked about last episode.
Right.
When we were trying to decide, and out of the blue.
Yeah. Liam Neeson. Yes. That's right. Like classically trained British actor Liam Neeson, who I think this is all off of the success of Taken. Like, I love Liam Neeson. I'm a huge fan of his. He wouldn't be the first person I would think of, but obviously he's going to be great.
He wouldn't even be on my list. Last week when we were talking about it, I said Mel Gibson because he was the first person that could do... Because Hannibal can be kind of crazy a little bit and laugh.
Sure.
So that was my first thought. And last week, I wouldn't even... Even if you brought Liam Neeson, I would have told you, he would never do this.
Like, Liam Neeson, that's crazy talk.
Yeah.
But Liam Neeson, he's in talks to play Hannibal. Now, I mean, obviously, like we were talking about it may not be perfect casting, but he will be great because he's just good.
And we had this conversation over the weekend. Well, we had an email back and forth, and what we were saying is it might not be the perfect visual casting, wow, he looks just like Hannibal. But I think what we need nowadays is great actors and actors that have good chemistry together.
Sure.
I think as long as you have that, it'll work. And I think that's why The Hangover worked. That's why Star Trek worked.
Right.
So the movies that we've loved this year, especially for Monsters vs. Aliens, the casting was just perfect together. It's
all about the casting and the chemistry, and you're right. I think Liam Neeson, he's so good, and we've seen how good he is with action. Because, I mean, Taken's not his first big action movie, but we got to see him, fight and kick butt in that, and I think this will be good. So if you're thinking we've got a team, we got Liam Neeson, Bradley Cooper, and Common, that just leaves Murdoch, which Entertainment Weekly pointed out is the showiest role because Murdoch, of course, is crazy, but not really, but he's crazy.
Very crazy.
And, he's the one that gets to do all the ridiculous stuff, and you just go with it because he's crazy. I'm still sticking with Sam Rockwell, which I think would be just perfect Murdoch.
I did say Ryan Reynolds last week, but I will be completely honest with everyone. Her Sam Rockwell idea is growing on me by every day. When I see Sam Rockwell on TV or something, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to really tell her this, but Stephanie could be right. This really could work. But I really think Ryan Reynolds is, I think as long as maybe the whole Deadpool thing is still, ramping up, he'll be away from the A-Team.
But yeah, I think he's so caught up in Marvel and whatever they do that he probably doesn't have time to get involved in another franchise. Yeah. I just think Sam Rockwell. I think Guy Fleegman from Galaxy Quest.
Oh yeah.
And so
they should just watch that movie and watch Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, and he's cast.
Yeah, exactly. So, other big news: Martin Scorsese is making his first sort of ever horror movie, I guess.
Well, I think it's sort of the second one.
It's more like a thriller.
What was that one? I forget the name of it, with Robert De Niro, and it was the remake with...
Cape Fear?
Cape Fear. That was sort of a horror movie, too.
That was more of a psychological thriller, but this one, Shutter Island. Leonardo DiCaprio's the lead, and I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio is great, but is he planning on working with anybody else besides Martin Scorsese?
Why would you?
That's true. If Martin Scorsese wants to put you in all his movies, just be in all his movies, by the way. But
that's like saying, Entertainment Weekly wants you to write, nonstop for them. Oh, I don't feel like doing that.
I'm good, thanks. But, so, Leonardo DiCaprio plays a marshal, a U.S. marshal, who goes to this island where there's a mental institution and someone has escaped. and he's there to find the escaped prisoner. But of course, things aren't what they seem on this island full of crazy folk. If you see the trailer, man, it is creepy.
Now, I saw it first, and I sort of contemplated, like, should I send this to Stephanie? Because I know she doesn't
knows
like
how I
scary
am.
things. But I thought, just for journalistic curiosity,
Yeah.
she would watch it just for the show, and, you know, so she did, and I thought, you know, I was hoping she didn't have nightmares because of it.
No, it was so creepy. I have to admit, when I was sitting in my house watching it, I did start looking over my shoulder.
I should have told you, like, Stephanie, turn all the lights on before you...
it was the middle of the day. It was the middle of the day.
I would still turn all the lights on.
I was, like, looking over my shoulder. It looks so creepy. Now, I definitely know I'm not going to go see it, but it looks really strong.
Well, like we were talking about with The Hangover and Star Trek, the cast looks amazing. You got Patricia Clarkson,
Right.
Michelle Williams, Ben Kingsley, Max von Sydow, Mark
Yeah.
Ruffalo,
Yeah.
a ton of other people. I saw in the trailer, like, oh, they're in the movie?
Right.
What was that guy's name from Zodiac, who I liked in the Zodiac? He was on the Drew Carey show, too. He played Mimi's husband.
I don't know.
I'll get his name. He has 3 names like a serial killer.
Oh, okay.
He was really good, and I gave him my person should win an award, but didn't 2 years ago for the Zodiac.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so he's in there, which was surprising. He played the guard who asked for the guns.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
who you're saying. Yeah.
So looks like a great movie. It's based off a book, so avoid that because the book apparently has a huge, huge twist.
Okay.
I read that, so avoid finding about the book if you want, just for your own safety.
Just it looks really strong. Doesn't come out until later in the year, but
Yeah, October, I think.
this is no doubt more Oscar bait for Scorsese and DiCaprio.
Yeah.
So
Something that will never be awards bait is Heroes.
Heroes.
I'm just burning these
Yeah.
transitions today.
We got a little Heroes news for you. They've been casting the next season, which I guess part of will take place at a carnival. First off, they cast the carnival barker, the leader, who it said they were looking for a weird Eddie Izzard type actor, and I was like, well, can't they just get Eddie Izzard?
Yeah.
But I think that this was strong casting as well. They got Robert Nepper from Prison Break, who played the villain T-Bag on Prison Break. He's really good at playing bad
Yeah.
guys because he's played them
And
in
creepy
movies
bad
too.
guys.
So I think this is good for him. He's going to play the creepy head of the carnival. I don't know who he's going to be interacting with, but
I could care less.
but also cast as one of the performers in the carnival, I guess possibly the knife thrower, is Ray Park from Episode 1 Star Wars. He played Darth Maul. He's also played Toad in X-Men and is playing Snake Eyes in the upcoming G.I. Joe movie. So he obviously has the martial arts and the action skills. So I'm assuming they'll take that into account. And he's played a lot of, freaks and mutants in his career.
Hopefully he, like, kicks Peter in the head. That'd be nice.
That'd be the head I was thinking a little lower, but...
Okay.
So that's a little Heroes casting news.
And breaking news, I won't be watching. So
So I guess that just leaves
breaking
us
news
with the Stump the Host.
Yes, I actually thought of this a week and a half ago, so I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, ready? It's a two-part. It's going to be a two-parter.
Okay.
So on the heels of Burn Notice coming back, which TV show starred our hero from Burn Notice that was also on USA Network? And the second part is there's an actor we talked about somewhere in our show who was also a co-star in this show.
The show is called it's Touching Evil.
Yes.
Or, yeah.
That is it.
I knew it was like with the T. I got the evil
I'll
part.
get you in the second part.
So, we talked about him in the show.
Yes, I will even tell you we talked about him in the second part of the show.
Okay,
So
so
an
we
actor.
talked about him during the Wanna See It.
Co-starred in Touching Evil. I didn't know this. I saw a couple episodes and I never saw him, so...
I'm going to say Zach Galifianakis.
Nope.
Bradley Cooper?
It was Bradley Cooper.
Oh, that was my
So
other choice.
close.
I was going back and forth between the two of them.
There you go. So that's it for us. We're going to take a little sabbatical while Stephanie goes to Hotlanta. So remember to check out our blog. I will be updating our blog as much as possible, which means probably not that much. Inskateblog.blogspot.com.
We need a break too.
Yeah, how dare you? So that's it. Check out our blog, and see you in a couple weeks.